For all of you that think AI was invented 2 years ago, this was from 2004. This is my thesis from when I was doing software engineering at university, and I built a language parser, and I was parsing Cornish, believe it or not, which is a Celtic language of my ancestors. It was a lot of work because back then there wasn't much computing power, there was no cloud, it was a minority language, so there wasn't that much data available. And then I was building these grammar trees, and that represent the language. You can see noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective. There's a sentence you can see there. And I built all this in Java. All the code is in here. It's all printed out. All of the UML diagrams, all this kind of. Now, what's the point? Now, what we're doing is we're throwing all of this data, all of these, everything on the internet into these LLMs, and it generates all these weightings, like billions of parameters that predict the next token. And what we were trying to do back then is have systems explain what they're doing. And, so probability and statistical methods like that were an option, but it just seemed like, well, that is like a brute force option. It's not as smart. It's not actually got any meaning in it. So that means that we end up with these systems now that we can't explain. And we don't know what led to a particular output, because it's just so complicated in terms of just the sheer amount of volume of data. So what we've got is a lot more data, examples, but then what comes out of it is very unpredictable. Whereas good engineering practice is about thinking about edge cases, observability of what's going on, and being able to test. Now, I don't think we're going to go backwards to this world where we were building all of this, manually, these trees and things, but there is an option, and that's what I think it'll happen, is where all this rigor comes back. Vibe coding is great for the top of the funnel, where you just, shaping some ideas, but then when you get into the point where you need to actually apply this stuff to real use cases, you need explainability, you need to be able to say why something happened, and you need some accuracy in a lot of use cases, right? Especially if it's security or medical field. I mean, I don't want to, imagine ChatGPT being like making some kind of decision about your life, your health, all of these kinds. It just is ridiculous, right? So that's where more of the software engineering rigor comes in. So if you care about your future as an engineer, as a technical person who cares about doing things properly, then I think that the rigor that you learn as an engineer is never going to go away. You can see this, that apparently Salesforce have actually realized that the LLM, the promise of them isn't where they thought it would be. So anyway, let me know what you think.